Alright, let's talk straight. We spend a lot of time worrying. We worry about our jobs, we worry about our bills, we worry about our kids, we even worry about what other people think. But how often do you really stop? How often do you think about your own mental health? I'm talking about what's going on inside your head, your thoughts, your feelings, your overall well-being. This isn't some fluffy, feel-good nonsense. This is serious business. Your brain is the control center for your entire life, folks. It's time we gave it the attention it truly deserves, don't you think? Think about it like this. You wouldn't drive your car for years without an oil change, would you? Of course not. That would be foolish. Your car would break down. It would leave you stranded. Well, your brain is a lot more complex than any car engine. It needs regular maintenance too. Ignoring your mental health is like ignoring a warning light on your dashboard. Sooner or later, things are going to start sputtering. You might feel tired all the time. You might get angry easily. You might just feel off. That's your brain telling you something needs to change. Now, some people get uncomfortable. They hear mental health and they think crazy. Let me tell you something, that kind of thinking is outdated. It's just plain wrong. Taking care of your mental health is about being strong, it's about being resilient, it's about living your best possible life. It means understanding your emotions, it means knowing how to cope with stress, it means building a life that feels good on the inside, not just one that looks good on the outside. We all have mental health, just like we all have physical health. It's part of being human. So, what we're going to do here is simple. We're going to talk about easy things. Little things you can do every single day. These aren't complicated theories. This isn't rocket science. These are practical steps. Steps that can make a real difference in how you feel, a real difference in how you operate, a real difference in the quality of your life. Because you deserve to feel good, you deserve to be happy, you deserve to have peace of mind, and it all starts with understanding that your brain, your mental state, is a very, very big deal. Let's get down to brass tacks. One of the best things you can do for your head is to move your body. I'm talking about exercise, plain and simple. Now don't go groaning on me. I'm not saying you need to become some Olympic athlete overnight. I'm not saying you need to spend hours in a sweaty gym if that's not your thing, but you do need to get that body moving. A little bit goes a long way. Think about a brisk walk, maybe some dancing in your living room, even gardening counts, anything that gets your heart rate up a little. Why does this work? Well, it's pretty straightforward. When you exercise, your body releases these things called endorphins. Think of them as natural mood boosters. They are like little happy chemicals that your brain produces. These endorphins can help reduce feelings of stress. They can ease anxiety. They can even help lift you out of a funk. It's like a natural medicine, but without any weird side effects. Plus, exercise helps improve your sleep. And let me tell you, good sleep is absolutely crucial for good mental health. You know how grumpy you get with no sleep. Beyond the chemical changes, there's also a sense of accomplishment. When you set a small goal like walking for 20 minutes and you achieve it, you feel good. It builds your confidence. It gives you a little win for the day. And sometimes that's exactly what you need. It can also be a great way to clear your head. If you're feeling overwhelmed or stuck on a problem, getting out and moving can provide a new perspective. It's like hitting a reset button for your brain. You get away from the noise. So find something you enjoy. If you hate running, don't run. Try swimming, try cycling, try a team sport. The important thing is consistency. Make it a regular part of your routine, just like brushing your teeth. Start small, maybe it's just 10 minutes a day. Then you can build up from there. Don't make it a punishment. Make it something you do for yourself. Because taking care of your physical body is one of the most direct routes to taking care of your mental well-being. It's all connected, folks. I remember a time years ago, I was working like a dog, burning the candle at both ends and in the middle too. I was stressed out, I was irritable, I wasn't sleeping well. Sound familiar to anyone? I thought I was just toughing it out. I thought that's what you were supposed to do, push through it. But I was miserable. My thinking was foggy. My patience was thin. I wasn't the best version of myself, not by a long shot. I was just going through the motions, feeling like I was stuck in mud. One day, a good friend of mine, someone I respect, pulled me aside. He said, "Phil, you look terrible. When was the last time you just went for a walk, or did anything active?" I kind of scoffed at him. I told him I was too busy for that nonsense, too many important things to do. He just looked at me and said, "You're too busy to." That hit me. It really did. He was right. My busyness was an excuse for not taking care of the most important asset I had, myself, and my own mind. So I started small, real small. I decided to take a 15-minute walk during my lunch break. At first, it felt like another chore. Another thing to tick off the list. But after a few days, something started to shift. I noticed I had a little more energy in the afternoon. I felt a little less tense, my head felt a bit clearer. It wasn't a miracle cure overnight, but it was a start. It was a tangible change. That simple walk became my non-negotiable time, a time to unplug and just move. That little habit grew. The walks got longer. Sometimes I'd jog a bit. I found that the rhythm of moving, the fresh air, it all helped me process things. It helped me de-stress. It was like my brain could breathe again. It taught me a valuable lesson. Sometimes the simplest solutions are the most powerful. We overcomplicate things. We look for magic pills. But often, the answer is right there in front of us. Get up, get moving, your mind will thank you for it. It's a real game changer. Now let's talk about something else. Something that might seem like the opposite of exercise, but it's just as powerful. I'm talking about finding some quiet time. I'm talking about meditation or mindfulness. Hold on, don't tune me out. I know what some of you are thinking. Meditation? That's for monks on a mountaintop. Or I can't sit still, my mind races too much. Well, let me tell you, that's exactly why you might need it. Our lives are so noisy, so chaotic. We are constantly bombarded with information. Phones buzzing, emails dinging, TVs blaring. Meditation isn't about emptying your mind. That's a common mistake people make. Your mind is supposed to think. It's about learning to observe your thoughts, learning to not get carried away by every single one of them. It's about creating a little bit of space between you and your reactions. It's about finding a calm center in the middle of the storm. Even just 5 or 10 minutes a day can make a huge difference. It's like giving your brain a little rest, a little chance to recharge and reset itself from all the daily pressures. Think of it like this, your mind is like a lake. When it's windy and stormy, the water is choppy. Mud gets stirred up from the bottom. You can't see clearly. But when the wind dies down, the water becomes still. The mud settles. You can see right to the bottom. Meditation helps to calm those winds. It helps your thoughts to settle, so you can see things more clearly, so you can respond to life, instead of just reacting to it all the time. It helps you get a better handle on your emotions. There are many ways to do it. You can focus on your breath. You can listen to a guided meditation. You can simply sit quietly and notice the sounds around you. The key is to be patient with yourself. Your mind will wander. That's normal. When it does, just gently bring your attention back. It's a practice. It's a skill you develop over time. Don't expect to be a Zen master on day one. Just show up. Give it a try. That quiet time is an investment in your peace of mind. And that's an investment that always pays off, believe me. Alright, so why does this whole quiet time thing, this meditation stuff actually work? Let's break it down, shall we? It's not magic, folks, it's science. When you practice mindfulness or meditation regularly, you're actually training your brain. You're strengthening the parts of your brain that help with focus. You're improving your attention span. In our world of constant distractions, that's a superpower, isn't it? Imagine being able to concentrate better. Imagine being less scattered. That's what this can help you achieve. It's like a workout for your brain's attention muscles, making them stronger. And hey, it also helps to reduce stress. Big time. When you're stressed, your body goes into fight or flight mode. Your heart rate goes up, your breathing gets shallow, and your muscles tense up. Meditation can trigger the relaxation response. This is the opposite of the stress response. It helps slow your heart rate, deepens your breathing, and helps your muscles relax. Over time, practicing this regularly can actually lower your baseline stress levels. So you're not living in that constant state of high alert. You become more resilient to daily stressors. Another big benefit is increased self-awareness. When you sit quietly and observe your thoughts, you start to understand yourself better. You notice your patterns, you see what triggers certain emotions, and you become more aware of your inner world. This self-awareness is crucial because you can't change what you don't acknowledge. Once you see these patterns, you can start to make conscious choices. Choices about how you want to respond. Instead of being on autopilot, driven by old habits and reactions, you gain more control. And finally, it can improve your emotional regulation. That's a fancy way of saying it helps you manage your feelings. Instead of being overwhelmed by anger or sadness or anxiety, you learn to observe these feelings. You learn that feelings are like clouds. They come and they go. You don't have to be swept away by them. This doesn't mean you become unfeeling, it means you become more balanced. You can experience your emotions without letting them dictate your entire life. That's real power. That's real freedom for your mind. Alright, let's shift gears a bit. We've talked about moving your body, we've talked about quieting your mind. Now, let's talk about something just as vital. Human connection. We are social creatures, folks. We are wired for connection. We need each other. Trying to go it alone all the time, that's a recipe for a tough life. Strong social connections are like a buffer. They protect you against the bumps and bruises of life. They are absolutely fundamental to good mental health. Don't ever underestimate the power of a good friend or a supportive family. Think about it. When something good happens, who do you want to tell? When something bad happens, who do you turn to? Having people in your corner, people who care about you, people you can trust, it makes all the difference. These connections provide a sense of belonging. They make you feel valued. They remind you that you're not alone in this world. Isolation, on the other hand, can be really damaging to your mental state. It can lead to loneliness, depression, and anxiety. It's like trying to survive without water. Now, I'm not just talking about having 1,000 friends on social media. I'm talking about real, meaningful connections. Quality over quantity, always. It's about having people you can be yourself with, people you can share your true thoughts and feelings with, people who will listen without judgment. These are the relationships that nurture your soul. These are the connections that provide real support. It might be your family, it might be your close friends, it might be a community group, it could even be a beloved pet for some. So, make an effort to nurture your relationships. Call that friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Make plans to see your family. Join a club or a group that interests you. Volunteer for a cause you care about. These things take time and effort, yes, but the payoff is huge. Investing in your social connections is investing in your mental health. It's about building a support system, a network of people who can lift you up when you're down, and who you can lift up in return. That's how we thrive, together. I remember a young woman, let's call her Sarah. She came to see me, and she was really struggling. She felt completely alone. She told me she had friends, she had family, but she felt like no one really her. She would try to talk about what she was going through, but people would offer quick advice, or they'd change the subject, or they'd tell her to just cheer up. She felt dismissed, she felt invisible, and that made her feel even worse. Her loneliness wasn't from a lack of people, but a lack of true connection. We talked a lot about what real support looks like. It's not always about having the answers, it's not always about fixing things. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do for someone is just to listen, to really listen, to be present, to let them know that their feelings are valid, that you hear them, that you care. That made a huge difference for Sarah. She started to seek out people who were good listeners, and she started to practice being a better listener herself. It was a two-way street, you see. This story about Sarah isn't unique. So many people feel this way. They are surrounded by others, yet they feel profoundly isolated. We live in a fast-paced world. Everyone is busy, everyone is distracted. It's easy to fall into the trap of superficial conversations. But we need more than that. We need depth. We need understanding. We need to feel connected at a heart level. That's what builds strong mental health. That's what helps us weather the storms of life. The feeling that someone truly gets you, or is at least trying to. So think about your own relationships. Are you truly listening to the people in your life? Are you creating a safe space for them to share? And are you seeking out people who do the same for you? It's not about grand gestures. It's about the small moments of connection, a heartfelt conversation, a shared laugh, a comforting hug. These are the things that build strong bonds. These are the things that remind us we're all in this together, and that shared humanity is a powerful medicine for the mind. It really, really is. Now let's talk about something really important. Sometimes, even with exercise, meditation, and good friends, you still might struggle, and that's okay. It really is. There are times when you need more support. Times when you need professional help. And let me be crystal clear about this. Seeking help from a therapist, a counselor, or a doctor is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign of strength. It's a sign of courage. It means you are taking your mental health seriously. It means you are taking action. Think of it this way. If you broke your leg, you wouldn't try to fix it yourself, would you? You wouldn't just tell yourself to walk it off. Of course not. You'd go to a doctor, you'd get a cast, you'd get the proper treatment. Your mental health is no different. Sometimes you need a professional, someone who is trained to help you understand what you're going through, someone who can give you tools and strategies to cope, someone who can provide a safe and confidential space for you to work through your challenges. There's still a lot of stigma around mental health treatment. Some people worry about what others will think. Some people feel ashamed. Let me tell you, that's old-fashioned thinking. It's time to get rid of that. There is no shame in taking care of your brain. There's no shame in wanting to feel better. Millions of people see therapists. Millions of people take medication for mental health conditions. It's common. It's normal. And it can be incredibly helpful. It can be life-changing for so many. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're struggling to cope, if your mental health is impacting your daily life, please reach out. Talk to your doctor. Look for a therapist. There are so many resources available. You don't have to go through this alone. Getting professional help is a smart choice. It's a proactive choice. It's an investment in your well-being. And you are absolutely worth that investment. Don't ever let anyone make you feel otherwise. Taking that step is a brave step towards a healthier you. So here we are. We've talked about a lot of things. We've talked about moving your body. We've talked about finding quiet time. We've talked about connecting with others. And we've talked about knowing when to ask for professional help. It might seem like a lot, but I want you to remember one key thing. You don't have to do everything all at once. This isn't about a massive overhaul of your entire life overnight. That's overwhelming. That's not realistic. This is about small steps. Consistent small steps. Think about what resonated with you today. What's one little thing you can start doing? Maybe it's a 10-minute walk each day. Maybe it's 5 minutes of quiet breathing before bed. Maybe it's calling a friend you haven't talked to in a while. Pick one thing, just one, and commit to it for a week. See how it feels. Small changes can lead to big results over time. It's like building a muscle. You start with light weights. You build up gradually. You don't try to lift the heaviest thing on day one. Be patient with yourself. There will be good days. There will be not so good days. That's normal. That's life. The important thing is to keep going. Don't get discouraged if you slip up. Just get back on track. This is a journey, not a destination. It's about creating habits that support your mental well-being in the long run. Habits that become a natural part of your life. Remember, taking care of your mental health is not a luxury. It's a necessity. It's fundamental to living a happy, fulfilling life. You have the power to make positive changes. You have the ability to improve how you feel. It starts with a decision to prioritize your mental health, a decision to take those small steps. You deserve to feel good. You deserve to have peace of mind. You deserve to live a life that you love. So, go out there, take that first small step, and then another and another. You've got this. I believe in you. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself. Start today. Your future self will thank you.